Welcome to the coolest stuff on the planet.
Good evening, sirs, ladies, and children. This is Matthew, and...
For this episode, I'll be Fred.
All right, well, Fred has put together an awesome little coolest stuff on the planet podcast today, and we're basically going to do a little roundup of our favorite episodes, because it's about that time of year now.
Okay, so Matt and I have picked our favorites, and we also asked some of our coworkers here at How Stuff Works what their favorites were from 2009. So here they are, our 5 favorite coolest stuffs on the planet.
Okay, let's start with my favorite, the one I picked out, the Great Barrier Reef.
Good choice.
So, the Great Barrier Reef is located on Australia's northeast coast. It's the world's largest coral reef ecosystem. It's made up of thousands of individual reefs. Now, it's home to an astonishing diversity of marine life, from corals, we talked about sea turtles in this one, whales, and even pink-lipped fish.
Yes, indeed. Love those pink-lipped fish.
Well, my favorite part of the Great Barrier Reef is that it's a giant collection of living organisms that you can see from space. That's ridiculous. It's over 2,000 kilometers in length, and that's pretty darn cool.
Okay, so it's time for number 2. My favorite coolest stuff, Katmai National Park. It's this national park and preserve that's located in southern Alaska on the Alaskan Peninsula. It's famous for brown bears, beautiful wilderness, and of course the Valley of 10,000 Smokes,
yes,
which is this volcanic valley that was created by this big eruption in 1912. My favorite part about Katmai, I think I just love like the weird kind of mix of elements in this park. Like you have all this volcanic activity, you have this dead valley, and then you have these, vibrant living salmon-eating bears.
Yeah, the bears.
I just think it's such a weird, mix. I love that.
Yeah, it is really good. Well, goodbye, Katmai. It was good to see you again.
Farewell.
Number 3 this is a staff pick. Do you know who picked this one?
I think a bunch of people really like
Okay.
this one. This had multiple entries.
Well, this is a recent one. We just released this episode. It's the Jingo Kudani Wild Monkey Park. It's also known as Hell's Valley Monkey Park. It's got hot springs baths, or onsens, like we talked about in the podcast. And in the coldest months of the year, Japanese macaques, these monkeys, they like to hang out in the monkey hot tub, basically, and just stay all warm and out of the cold.
I love that. It's so cool.
They're super cute.
That's probably my favorite part about the park, actually, the monkeys.
Yeah.
When they're in the hot tub, they look so much like people in a hot tub. Like they've got these, really relaxed looks on their faces, and they look sleepy, or they look, I don't know. It's just, it's fun how much monkeys like hot water as much as we do.
Agreed. That's kind of the same thing that I was going along the lines with, but we talked about their that they can see their color vision and the way their eyes change color.
Oh, yeah.
I really like the idea of, over time, the macaque's eyes changing color. That's it for that one for me.
That's cool. Oh, okay, so moving on now to number 4, Angkor Wat, which is one of our earlier episodes.
Oh, yes.
So Angkor Wat is this very large temple in northern Cambodia. It was built by the Khmers, possibly the largest religious monument ever built. And it's part of the larger city complex of Angkor. And it's famous for its amazing, beautiful architecture and its mysterious history.
Yes. My favorite part about Angkor Wat, 2 quick things. First of all, the ladders that they like to call staircases.
Right.
Also, the moat that surrounds
Oh, yeah.
Angkor Wat, called the Ocean of Infinity.
I think my favorite thing is the towers. Like, you'll notice they're kind of, sort of nubby looking and stuff.
Like
and
a cone.
Yeah, but like the detail on them, they're supposed to look like lotus buds that are blooming. And I just think that's beautiful. I love those towers.
So, moving on to our last thing. It is the Great Mosque of Djenné, and it's the largest mud structure in the world. It was built in 1907 in Mali, West Africa. It's a fully functioning mosque that's used all the time. It's replastered every year in the Spring Festival to repair previous damage and protect from future damage.
Okay, so I think my favorite thing about this mosque, one, the fact that it looks like a giant sandcastle captures my imagination, and 2, I love the bit about the ostrich eggs on the
Yes.
towers. I thought that was awesome.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. You should too.
Well, so that's the end. That's our top 5.
Yep.
We hope you've enjoyed our little podcast this year, and we want to know, what were your favorite
Yeah.
coolest stuffs for 2009.
Even better, tell us where you want to go next year. Do you have any stories or pictures or just anything from a place that you've been?
Maybe that we've mentioned or
Yeah.
that you'd like to see us mention.
Anything that you think is the coolest stuff on the planet, send it to us, and we'll see if we can work something out.
So Matt and I and Tyler and everyone here at HowStuffWorks.com wish you very happy holidays. And we'll see you next year for more cool stuff.
That's right.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit HowStuffWorks.com. And let us know what you think. Email travelpodcast@HowStuffWorks.com. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts, free on iTunes.